Don't get ridiculous now.
No way, no nights like yard. You will experience a cultural spectacle like never before.
Enough Jamaica's sing thing, me miss. Me not tell you no lie. But when me remember me sweet Jamaica, what a time of me. Bright sunshine, bright blue sea, hilltop kiss in the sky, river sing song, moonshine night. Ay.
So on this episode of the Land of My Bird podcast, as always, we bring amazing guests and, people who are do good for the country, people who do good for them community, people where I do good in general. And as always, me enjoy giving praise and bringing highlight to our fellow Jamaicans that, are doing wonderful things. And for this episode, I have for you Mr. Shacquille Henry. And this man is a huge advocate for his community, and his community is also known as the mother of all ghetto, you know what I mean? And it's not a normal thing, and this, so this man is very involved in our community, and without any further ado, I'm just gonna give him the floor. Shacquille, welcome. Thank you for taking the time out to be on the program and stuff. So I'll give you the floor, introduce yourself, tell us what you do, tell us about, the great things you're doing for your community.
All right, thanks for having me. My name is Shacquille Henry, as Junior already tell you guys. I operate an organization within inside Tivoli Gardens, known by the name of Faces of Tivoli Gardens. With Faces of Tivoli Gardens, what we try to do community work inside and outside. We're stretching our reach beyond just the geographical location of Tivoli Gardens. Faces of Tivoli Gardens come about in 2015, where there was an electrical fire which destroyed the apartment complex that I was living on. 14 families were left homeless, right into the time when we were getting ready to go back to school, while I was preparing to start my university journey. So after purchasing computer, laptop, everything, this fire just destroyed everything, which left us hopeless, homeless, and thoughtless. We didn't know what exactly we're going to do, what is going to be our next move, what is going to be our next step. With my relationship with my mentors since 2011, that was a year after the Tivoli Garden incursion, I reached out to my mentors and I let them know what happened. They couldn't believe it, so what they did, they gathered their resources as well, who was overseas flying to Jamaica to assist, and we ensured that everybody was back into school by the September morning. We got help from Digicel, Bob Marley Foundation, Danisha Prendergast, Michael Pushing. Danisha and Michael have a film crew called DSC Jamaica. They do like short videos and music videos as well. So with all those help and the international allies, we ensured that everybody was back into school, and then we birthed Faces of Tivoli. But before Faces of Tivoli, we used to have the Tivoli Film Club. We used to use mural, like what Tivoli Garden mural project is doing right now. So we use mural as a format to overcome the trauma that we face in the Tivoli Garden incursion. So we use mural and film. So what they see would ensure that a group of us, like we were like 13 and 14 years old, they ensure that every music video shoot that they're on, they ensure that they bring us on it to get the experience and exposure, and kind of just take away that side that we just like with trauma, sitting down thinking about the incursion, just bring us outside so we can have a different feeling, meet new people, stuff like that. So that kind of just grew me into the person that I am right now. And from that time, I see the leadership qualities within me. So I know I just need to embark on that.
Cool, man. Powerful story, bro. Just listening to you, there's so many questions arise, especially about your experience in the incursion. But I try not to get carried away.
Yeah, we know.
How about your upbringings, though, in the community and, your experiences of it and stuff like that, though.
My upbringing in the community, I would say, is good. It was one of the best. As I said before, growing up, I was always involved in community work. So I don't try to let what others outside speaks about my community defines me, because I'm a prime example of my community, which is the good side of my community. Because within every inner city community, you have good aspects of it, but the media just focuses on the bad side. So there's a lot of things that we do in Tivoli Garden that the media don't really highlight. You understand? Like we just have we have a 2-day program focusing on our women, and we get little to no highlight as in terms of the coverage of the event from the media. But to the exposure of going on television programs, we get that. But then when it was time for the media to come inside, to venture inside the community, we don't get that. So I always, while growing up, I always tell myself, say, I have to define the odds and not let them place me in a box. Not because I'm from Tivoli Garden, I'm going to be placed in a box. There's more life outside of being in a box, and that's what I always tell myself. People in my community are great people. They always look out for me. Growing up, they look out for me and ensure that like, this is one of the things I face right now. I always say that, you want to be able to go and sign up.
See that? Cool, alright.
And I'm like, no way. But it's just what I try to always let people understand is like some people might say that they want to help, but then if your heart don't connect with it, you can't do it, If you don't have a heart and passion for it, you can't do it none at all. No matter how you come and say, yeah, try to do it, yeah, I'm going to try to do it for 2 months. Your heart has to do it because it takes blood, sweat, and sacrifice.
Yes,
There's a lot of sacrifices you have to do in this. Even your personal resources, you have to tap into your pocket and drain out your bank account. If you want to see the goodness of your community, you want to see the community up there. So,
yeah,
my community is the best. People might have their different talking about my community, but growing up in Tivoli Garden is one of my best times. No, I'm living in Denham Town. Living in Denham Town, but I'm originally from Tivoli. I've living in Denham Town since the past 3 years. And it has been my best experience for what I'm trying to do with Tivoli and Denham Town. Now I'm bridging the gap between both communities. So we focus on doing the pageant for the women. You know what we're doing for the children. We're doing the West Kingston Spelling Bee competition that is this Friday coming up. So it's just always focusing on building, bridging the gap, and try just one step at a time and try to make the change.
Cool, no man, one step at a time, bro. We are doing some amazing stuff, bro. That's just, we can't wait to grow up and can be just like you if you do. Similar stuff, for my side of Kingston, which is Parade Garden, as you know, and even though we get acquainted with our youth club and all that exchange and how we interact as a community entity, it just always a good feeling for see how we all turned out. And in so many ways the programs aren't the best, aren't as funded, aren't as effective as we'd like, but to see so much of us come out of the right side of it and never fall off, because many of us fall off, as you know, but it's still good to see the few that survived and the few that held their heads high and still be involved and still passionate about helping our community and turning off that this is about ghetto people, this or this is not good or this is not that, and being able to block out all of that and still feel passionate about where we're from, and when I see youths like myself, like you, doing these kind of stuff, it just encouraged me, and that's one of the things where I say me really stick out and be patient and try to make sure our time kind of work out together. So we I can give you that platform there, and I can be able to hear your story, so I can use that information and better approach changes we want to implement as well. But what the next thing would I like for us now in terms of your program at Tivoli? Like, you know, what is it you're lacking? And what is it you think needed in the community?
All right. So in terms of my programs in Tivoli, funding is the biggest issue because I can get up and write a program now, but then when I send out the proposal for funding, little no funding. Just let me just use back an example and show you. We have a program that we call Sisters and Brothers Speak. What we do with these two programs, I developed it in 2017. And what I did with these two programs is I give female the opportunity to speak up against what is happening with them in society, and the same thing with males. So we would invite prominent people inside of Jamaica who are doing really great that, you know, the youths would ask questions that they want to ask to them. And sometimes I find when we write the proposal and send it out, it's hard to get funding in Nigeria. Like really hard to get funding. So for these two programs, I have to be the one. It's me and Faces team, our mentors would ask them for money when we can't get funding. So we have to dip in our own pocket and fund it, because sometimes if we write a proposal and we get a response and say, you know, that email saying, it is a great initiative that you guys have together, but unfortunately at this time we cannot provide funding for this event. You can reach back out to us next year. We don't make that. We don't allow that to like kill with energy, kill with passion. We just say, you know what? Probably we have to cut back on this and cut back on that, but we're going to make it happen. We're going into our pocket and we're going to fund it. Just like with the pageant, it was a 2-day event. We have the Sisters Speak and we have the pageant show the Saturday. The budget for that come up to $1 million and change. And to be honest, we only get 500 and something thousand in a sponsorship. Everybody wonder like, oh, we have such a good event. We want to pull this off. I'm like, yo, me drain my bank account them, you know. Down to my car insurance money I put into this, you know. Right now, we still have people emailing us. We still owe people for the food, and we still owe the decorator for decorating the event. So sometimes it's really hard, but it's creating relationships with these people, and you can talk to them and let them understand, and then they see the works that you're doing, and they want to encourage you to continue to do it. They just give you it in goodwill and know that at one point, one day you're going to repay them, but they're just giving it to you now to do it. So sometimes the programs that we write is just funding is the biggest thing. We used to have problem where we have the community support, but doing this event, the community say, like, listen, this is a set of young people who is actually changing the light and the dynamics of our communities. Let us support them. So any initiative, once Faces of Tivoli is involved, you don't have to even talk about the community support, because the community is coming out in their numbers. Just like yesterday, Grace Kennedy came into the community. They do a community link up, and it was on a short notice. And myself and the CDC members, we just drive through Denham Town and Tivoli and start telling people, and I say, yo, it's like a 5-a-side football competition, basketball competition, domino competition, cook-off. Come down and enter and see if you can win. Just bring some community spirit. And listen to me now, yesterday was a wholesome day. I didn't reach home until like minutes after 11 last night. But it's just doing the community work, keeping the good fight. I just don't watch if the money is coming. I don't care where the money coming from, because the money must come. But it's just the spirit, the passion, and the heart that I have for it. That's why I continue doing it.
Cool, man. And that is what I go create the real change, the spirit and the passion there, you know. But it's just for me, for point, to give your opinion based on what you say with funding and the idea what we have as get a youth. I don't know if I, because we grew up in so much violence and so much negativity, we believe say if we are do good, that means we are going to get the support. And that's not the case, bro. You know why me still, because when we just start the program for share something with them, reach out to couple of organizations just with the same idea. Say, you know, this way me I do it good. But might not be the biggest platform, or your organization might not be the biggest organization, but it can bring change to what we're passionate about, the country and the community. So we just automatically believe, say, once you say this to somebody, you're going to say, Bombard, yo, what do you need? And the sad reality of it is doing good is not even half the battle, bro. You don't get the support after bat by doing positive stuff.
No, it's not.
If I want
It don't
to do.
always go like that. Don't always go like that.
And that's sad, you know, because if a man did want 10 rifles now, we would have cost the same million, that money would have find right away.
Right
now.
away.
Yeah, you want to help the little you.
It's not going to happen.
It's hard, and
hard.
most organization, major organization, it also them a look for a benefit from it too. Yeah, we are gonna spend money, but it a go benefit we. So we have to also convince them of that some way, subconsciously, if they just say, yeah man, the people them are gonna say you do this, or you know, just to do some good. But you know, the challenge might be for you right now and for even me if you just remain consistent with all these kind of challenges, and I really just with passion and with love and with genuine concern about the community and the country really keep it, because if I never that we'll give up long time.
So let me show you something right now. My wife, big up to my first lady. Big up to my wife.
Happy wife, happy life.
Happy wife, happy life. Big up to my wife, Ariana Mache Douglas Henry. And to my 2 kids, Ariane and Zara Lene. I love you guys so much. Even though sometimes I try to let my wife know, like, it's tough enough coming from her. She's an American. I'm a Jamaican. She don't know the whole dynamics of how this country or anything. So sometimes I would get carried away in doing all these community work. I touch her like first thing in the morning. She's the first person I talk to. And I would talk to her. I text her, but she's a person she like to have a talk. So sometimes I get carried away doing all of this community work. And I don't remember nothing at all. So when I reach in a car, and I just fall asleep, and she'll be like, "Babe, you're focusing all of your time in doing all of this community work. What about your family?" And I'm like, Jesus Christ. The community don't understand it. They come into it and say, all right, what are you doing? And they don't know that all of the time I take spending with you guys, trying to create these programs, I'm trying to do all of these things, it take away so much time that I should be focusing on being with my family. But I have to be here with you guys. But it all comes back down to the love, sacrifice, and the passion that you have for it. Because you have to make a lot of sacrifices to be doing this. Because many people start out on the journey and them can't keep up with it. Because them start out on the journey and think that there's something in it that you're benefiting from. They don't understand enough. Doing community work is not something that you benefit from financially. Let me just state that. You don't benefit from it financially. It take away more of your pocket funds than you gain. What you're trying to gain is ensuring that your community have a new look. And that's what I go into it with. Because tired to be going out there and hearing people. I sit on bus and hear people slaughter my community name, drag my community name in the muds without even venturing into my community in a day. They have never set foot in Tivoli Gardens, but they can slaughter Tivoli Garden name because what? The media is what project that bad light about the community. And there is so much good things that is happening within inside the community, but the media fails to do that. Just like the Tivoli incursion now. Tivoli incursion has happened 13 years ago. The only thing the media do, every anniversary, the media presence is in Tivoli Garden, trying to do what? Oh, what has the community been doing since the Tivoli Garden incursion? We have been doing so much things, but you don't highlight everything. You just highlight a part where you just say, okay.
They're trying to sell headlines.
To sell headlines. There's still bullets hole left into the walls of the houses in Tivoli Garden since 2010. But there is so much things that we as the young people doing in Tivoli Garden since 2010 that has not been highlighted. None at all.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that is what the media is what killing Jamaica, you know. And they don't understand that.
One off.
One off.
Yeah.
Not placing all the blame on them, but they are one of the people who are
Yeah, but
killing Jamaica.
you know what? You know what the thing with media where people don't understand them is a business and them have to make money, and the biggest way to make money in Jamaica is controversy.
Controversy. Like my mother
You
always said
understand?
one thing, she said bad news sell. Don't think
Yes, man,
good
and
news sell
that are
hard
the
to buy.
biggest product in a Jamaica.
Right now.
Are the
Right now.
biggest product.
Right now.
You know.
So if we as a youth them like this platform give us the exposure that we need, you know. If this platform should get bigger right now, what you're doing right here, going around and getting the stories of truth within inside these community, this is the platform that we need, and this is the platform that they don't want to support.
No, now get it. Now we get it
Nah, get it.
until it blew up.
Until it blow up.
Then there's a benefit for them. There's some exposure for them, or you know, if them attach them name to this, them can sell more products or them can get more clicks.
Definitely.
Then
Then it will
every
get there.
stars with a line and all these people, like, you know, I've always believed in this program, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but it's so weird, you know. It just
Very weird.
weird, and it to fit good. It is one of the most unprofitable things they do in a Jamaica, and it's so discouraging because I channel. We reach out to Woman Center for try, because me come a foreign and bro, me know more about the US government the 5 years me dad a foreign compared to Jamaica. Me don't know how the government of Jamaica really works. Me don't know how majority of the organization them really work. But here so you just know because that are the information that's out there. Certain way. And so me I think like, you know, so like when I think about Woman Center, you don't know, I wonder if that or the baby mother them go. But that's most where somebody would have probably say.
Yeah.
When you see the baby mother them go. But outside of that, what do that organization really do? You see the question, so I say, all right, I'm going to reach out to them. Because that would be a good little interview for people kind of grasp what that government entity do. I reach out, bro. I remember me tell you, amount of run me get. And one of the time I call the woman come like she ready for this me. And the information me actually, till she reach upon, sir, can you just go on the website, please? And I say, all right, I just give up. I just, you know, I'm a email chain. And I just information and stuff for people do every day now. Like you can't just come, this is what we do. This is what, and you know, ladies, ladies, women who are in this situation, please reach out to us because you know these are the services. That's all I really need, you know. And bruh, trust me, like when me tell you I'm discouraged and like, but I stop the program to how it make me feel. Like me say, yo, this not make no sense. If go through that level of disappointment and discouragement, just for I try to get positive information.
I think a couple of years ago, 2019, 2018, around there, I think 2019 or 2018, I partner with the Bob Marley Foundation. Because the Bob Marley Foundation do a lot of work with the Woman Center. We were supposed to we were writing a program to, with the same Sisters Speak, because then my mentor is Bob Granddaughter, which is Danisha. We were writing a program to include like different things what the Woman Center would be focusing on, like to take them outside of the center. Some yoga session, have some doula come inside, give natural birth to them and stuff like that. But I think it's 2019. We had reached midway the program, but then it was late 2019 into 2020. Then you know the pandemic come around. So
yeah, the 2 year the world stopped.
Yeah, the 2 year they put the world on pause. We were supposed to. I was doing research and digging deeper inside the works of what the Woman Center actually do. But then I realized that because going to America, you would understand what when they say woman center, what they actually do. Their focus is broader than what Jamaica focuses really on. Jamaica, I think they only focus on with the woman center. They just focus on pregnant mothers, but it should be broader. I think the Ministry of Entertainment,
Yeah, Bob's
culture
Grange.
and gender,
Bob's Grange.
yeah,
It's
and
under
gender.
her.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
under her watch. I think she was doing something the other day. I would have to look back for it. I think she was trying to do something the other day. Where it concerned of I think it was more with women who are in abusive relationship as to create a shelter for them or something. I don't want to tell a lie, but I think she was doing something like that. I think I have to research it, but with the entities in Jamaica,
Rough.
my honest truth,
Rough.
sorry, there need to be a whole reform.
Rough.
Sorry,
Tell you what, man.
a
See,
whole
people them a
reform.
ball for your turn, counselor. Just accept it, bro. And so we have a foot in the thing. Or you know what? You feel like that going to damage your progress towards what you want to do. You think politics kind of mess with the real part of helping the community or what? Does it now become party
You
rather
know,
than
become
community or
party, you
country?
understand? And that's the thing, you know. I used to look at and say that to get the resources lies right there. If you want great resources and great support, it lies right there. We're not trying to take nothing for help yourself. We are trying to help the community. Because most counselors, most counselors are from the communities, but I don't know what happened to them when they reach right up there, so them think that them above everybody. Which them not see the people, them not come around and meet the people. So tapping into politics is kind of
You have to go play politics.
never go play politics
And it you know,
politics dirty
yeah, it become more about party than country and community,
and
you know.
country and community.
Come
People they
about
put themselves party and then they forgot the country and the people who actually elect them. So politics for me, it might be some years down the line, but right now, I don't think that's the way I want to go. I'm not going to lie, I work closely with the member of parliament and I work closely with the councillor. But they understand what my thing is. They understand that my thing is mere focusing on my community. You don't know, the JLP is my party, but right now I am a Jamaican. And people them take that hard to believe when I tell them say like, Shacquille is a Jamaican. Because I'm going to always put people first at the forefront. So if I can find other ways than being in politics to help people, I'll try. I'm still exploring and looking at different avenues, but I'm looking at different avenues. This is to write because I write to my wife company. If I'm doing nothing, I would submit a letter to her so she can submit it to our boss. And they will chip in one or two times. Or when I go there to visit, I will talk to them and set up a meeting and I talk to them and I let them know what we're doing and I provide them with pictures and everything. And they would support. Yeah. So there's other avenues than to be in politics. If you're outside in the diaspora, you can get the support of back into your country. But growing up, the always tell us, if you want to help the people, then you know you have to go into politics. But then if you go into politics and there's a system already in place, you cannot change that system. And sometimes if you try to change that system, then you got booed out. So right now, politics is at my political aspiration and ambition is tampered. It's at the bottom. It's just my people. I just like seeing the smile on my people and like seeing my community come together so that they can work for a greater good. If they call me to do it, and there is no option, I have to consult my wife and consult my mother and my mentors and see, because I can't make a decision to venture into politics when my family is living over there. And you understand? So that's something that I would have to explore my options for. I can't jump into that right now, but right now, being where it faces actively, that's where I'm at. Trying to bridge the gap for every single community within Western Kingston because that's where our focus is at right now. Not only writing programs that is for Tivoli Garden, but for the entire West Coast. And you know, sometimes we have a violence problem, and we're trying our best, but the thing is, we want proper policing.
Man, it way bigger than proper policing, you know, but that wouldn't be another episode. It way bigger than proper policing. Where we are faced, especially where me and you from, policing alone, it not gonna fix it. But you know, what I like to say though is, you know, keep up the good work you do, bro, and you really have your head screwed on to your body, and you really notice the road where benefit your people than benefit you.
Yeah.
As listening to you, I say, if you did want success and make one bag of money, you could just run go into politics and go join the whole clan. But
you know, as I said, one second, you know, as I said that, something just flashed back into my mind. You know, I've never, ever, doing community work for the past 13 years, I have never submitted an application for Prime Minister Youth Award. I have never done none of those things. People text my phone. I have mentors who text my phone and say, I'm going to nominate you. And I said, don't nominate me.
Yeah.
Don't nominate me, because I'm not doing this work for no recognition. I'm doing this work for my people. Even going on all of these Smile Jamaica interviews and all of them see them at Sunrise and read it. I never want to do it. It's like something that I don't want to always try to have somebody else. Let's go on it. And I'm like, no. Go there, do it. You know how to sell your community. And I always say to my community is a brand, you know.
Big brand.
My community is a big brand. So any opportunity I get to go out on any one of these platforms to sell my community, I'm going to sell my community, because what? I want people from outside of my community, living in Jamaica and even in the diaspora, to know that my community is not all about what the media talks about.
Yeah.
You can come into my community and sit down in there and have a drink. I carry my friends into my community and they couldn't even believe it that what they have heard on the TV is something different from being inside of Tivoli Garden. So I don't push myself to sign up for any of those awards, because the recognition is not about self. The recognition is for the people and the environment. So that's what I try to sell, not myself.
And to put a opinion also on the negative of the community, it's also about the country too, you know.
Yes.
People, the media just do what media do, because even in America, people think of the worst place to come at just the land of Jamaica.
Just the land of Jamaica.
It's just media do what media do, you know, and we just as youths, we just have to, whenever we get with success, we just have to fix all of the errors where been happening for generation over generation. We just have to somehow figure out how to correct it by, you know, creating a ladder, creating avenues for the youths them to come. So we can stop that kind of cycle there where we don't support each other, where we can be a less violent community, where we can be a more prosperous community.
That's true.
But before we go, bro, there's a question I like to ask all of the guests them. If you were to change one thing in regards to Jamaica, without any government approval, I don't know, just one thing. I'm sure there's a lot, but what's the one that stands out in your mind where you don't change that one thing right off the bat? What would that be to make a better Jamaica?
That's a hard one, you know.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things that I would like to change.
But what would be the one that stand out the most?
Thing, the children on the road begging.
Yeah.
Pain my heart. Especially on Marcus Garvey Drive coming to 3 Mile, where you have the back to children come out and begging evening time. It pain my heart. And sometimes I really sit down in the traffic and I cry. When you see the youth them walk up to your windscreen and knock down your window and beg you $50 or $100. It pain my heart, because it pain my heart to know say we have so much things going on. Like people that eat $50 million. And we still have children on the road, barefoot, without shirt, sometimes in a brief alone, I beg a tree man. That's the worst thing I could ever see. The worst thing I could ever see.
Very sad, bro.
Approving new period for politicians, but we still have children begging. So if I could change that one thing right now, I would change that. I would definitely change that. I not say nothing wrong with the pay scheme of politicians, but there are other things to focus on first before we go there. There's a lot of things that we need to focus on first before we go right there. But that is one thing that I would change. If I could get the power right now to be the Prime Minister of Jamaica, that is one thing. Because we have to save them from the grassroots, you know. We can't save them when they get too big. So if we can save them at the grassroots level, that would be one thing that I would change right now. And then the next thing is pumping literacy in Jamaica.
Cool, man. Much respect, bro. Much respect, Mr. Shacquille Henry, Tivoli stronghold leader.
Mine, no, you said that part.
Yeah. No, I don't know why I not feel free to say that, because we all know, say, your thing a goodness and honor and integrity. You see it? So, if we say that with pride, for know, say, a goodness we associate that term there with.
Sure.
Positivity, upliftment we associate that term there with.
You know, if you say it, nobody will take offense to it right now.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Nobody take offense to it right now.
Man. Yeah, man.
Because they want somebody who is shedding the positive light on the community, you know. Like when I say to them, say like, I'm going to migrate. And they be like, Jaja.
The people them need the change, man.
They need the change.
They really need it, man.
They need the change.
They need
the other day, somebody approached for a program to put a program within inside people. Like, I wasn't there for a month because I got for my daughter's birth, and they said that they have to scrap the program.
Yeah.
Because I tell them I didn't know when I was coming back to Jamaica, but I leave with my daughter. It's 3 weeks, and I'm back there. So soon and soon I have to go back over there to visit her again, and then to come back. So
cool, man. But
just doing the good work, you know.
Yes, man. Keep it up, man. Not stay discouraged. Just don't say the bigger the program get, you know, the more support you have from me, the more involved I like to be in that. Because in some ways, I'm fascinated about Tivoli and its history and the real story, you know. So, me I go closely, you know, be, you know, involved, and however me grow, me can share certain research, and we can work together. And, you know, share ideas, and, you know, we grow together, and we share the growth, and we share the progress.
Definitely.
So just thanks again.
Being in the diaspora, we can do it same way.
Yes, man. So thanks again for being on the program, everybody. Shacquille Henry. And this is the Land of My Bird podcast. Is there anything you want to say to close the program with GR? You know, any encouraging words to fellow Jamaicans?
All right, so my encouraging words to fellow Jamaicans, which I always tell my students as well. Never let anybody place you in a box. It's not where you're coming from, but it's where you're going. Continue to focus on that road, that straight road that leads to the path of success. That's what I have to say to my fellow Jamaicans.
Much respect, my G. Much respect. Yeah. All right, everybody. One Jamaica. Big up on yourself.
One love.
All right, bro. Take care.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm born poor and it's so sad. Had to learn to be a man without a proper dad. Mama always try her best with whatever she have. She really never want none of it bad. This messing up me head, this really hit me met. The whole man them teach we say the other side fit dead. So we give them copper lead. So much blood we shed, but now me looking back, we've been only killing ourselves. This no normal. None of this no normal, no. We did so good when we in school. I know I'm me a cause your funeral. None of this no normal. This can't normal, no. So much gun we have a shoot. I kill love promising get on youths. Yo, what if when me scam?